We're live. Now we are live. We are currently viewing a storm in Wisconsin right now. It's a tornado warning on it. So it should be it's probably going 60. Gotta calculate this. So if anyone's in these areas, I would probably get the shelter. I wouldn't want to be outside during any of these storms. It's like they just upgraded the area of intensification. Still a pretty strong storm though. If there's anyone in these areas right here, town of Vermont, Cross, Middleton, Madison, Verona, I'd probably consider seeking shelter. Even though this thing is not on the ground, I would still recommend getting to shelter immediately. What a big, nasty storm that is. Yep, it has extended it to these areas. Wow, one big nasty storm. Yeah, we can do that. figure that where that is on what was that? Oh, I see it. Yeah. So we got bottom of the storm of Macomb. So I see it right here. Well, so we got hail over here. You have I can say where you're probably get storms like that pop up over here. You're gonna have them that pop. Keep on going this way. That's what's gonna happen. Since they just extended that area, I would probably say within maybe an hour or two, you'll see some storms, but you're probably seeing a really cool lightning show outside though. But all these storms are moving this way. You're welcome. Whenever storms have hooks like that, that's never a good sign. What you might be able to see is that if you look outside now, you could probably look at the clouds and, this thing, whenever you see hooks on storm, that's really good for tornadoes. The hook would be right here. So if you're chilling like somewhere right there, like right there, you should be able to see this out in the out near, is it Gerlaw or Utah or Cold Brook? You should, if you look out there, you should be able to see something in the distance. I'm going to come back to that area. I do want to storm, that tornado warn storm. Now it just looks like the Google Play button, like the YouTube Play button. That's what it looks like now. Like, everyone is just getting slammed with storms tonight. It's gonna be a quick event up here. If you're in these areas, it's just gonna be a quick event. This is probably gonna be allowed to expire. Our main focus is gonna be down in Illinois. most of these storms up here are just gonna be a bust. They could keep on going though, and that's why we're live. We want everyone here to be prepared. Yep, so that tornado warning expired. But another one, because you still have a lot of room for this to go. You still got a lot of room. Or if I get copyright struck for this, you know what, I don't care. But this is cool for my viewers to see. It's a lot of lightning though with these storms. A lot of lightning. This thing is hooking. Probably going to extend if they do throw a warning box. You know, I predict that they're going to throw it like that. At least that's what I would do. A lot of hail though over Cross Plains. A lot of lightning though with these storms. I'm going to turn off this video. It's lagging my stream. Let's go check out that storm down. Whoa, what is that? Still pretty good hail for the storm right here. Still a pretty good hail core on that storm there. If you are wondering on what I mean by hail core, see these little black specks right here? That's for high cloud echo tops, which can do damage to vehicles. Ten miles south of. Yeah. Since you're there. All right. Well, you'll still see some big clouds in the distance. As the storm keeps on progressing, you might see a little bit of storms, pop up here. You'll see maybe here, maybe there. Who knows at this point? You'll see random storms pop up, and they're just gonna go because you're in a really good environment right now. Here is the so this is the tornado parameter right now. It's 5%. So you're in the 5% area right now. Then we look over to our wind. It's a very high percent for a lot of damaging wind tonight. Really? Oh man, really? Is that better? Is this better? Is this better? I'm trying to play with my microphone. I don't. Yeah, test this on my phone. Testing. Is this better? That sounds better. Hit it on my phone. So yeah, I mean, most of these storms are going to be coming in. So I'm trying to fix the mic. I hope everyone could hear me. Our velocity really isn't showing much. It's just going to be a damaging wind, maybe hail threat up here in Wisconsin. But the real threat is down in Illinois, because you still got a lot of ways to go for Illinois. Because you don't have the Lake Michigan, barrier. Still got a big hail threat. Look how fast these storms form, though. Just goes and goes, and then we're going to switch over. We're going to look at these storms down in Illinois, and then we're going to look at the storms in Wisconsin. We're just going to switch back and forth like that. A lot of severe thunderstorms today. We might see something form here in the next couple of minutes, depending on how the storm goes. I'm really trying to figure out what this is right here. I mean, we could be seeing another hook right here for a new storm to form. Yep. Yep, they just warned it. It might be laggy. It might be laggy. The speed might be laggy. A lot of lightning, though, with these storms. You are starting to see that hook though. That's why they warned it, because velocity is going to be all over the place. Yeah, they warned it right there. There's an area of rotation right there. Let's go down to Illinois and check out the weather down here. It's going to be interesting is that these little tiny little storms over here, maybe this will. Now, if this bruises a right here would be the perfect spot for it to happen, because then you got this other tail of warm air, cold air, that's going to be rushing this way. There's not a lot of storms to catch it. Ouch. Hit myself. Banged my knee on my desk. I mean, the rotation is starting to get a little tighter, but it's really not that bad right now. This is old radar data right here. This is about 5 minutes off. Well, it's still 3 minutes off. It's still old. Still, this thing is still going. (9:46). So it's right on target right now. We are 2 more subscribers away from hitting 50 subscribers. But I don't know. I'm not going to make people subscribe if they don't want to. The main focus is this guy. I'm trying to see what this is going to do, because it does have a high chance of tornado. I'm going to change my warning box color. I need to make it a dark purple. There we go. I think this thing is just going to twinkle out. I have all these other rogue cells over here, though. That's what's really cool about this. That thing looks like an animal. We do have a really interesting spot right here. Unwarned, by the way. This thing is rain wrapped. Oops. I didn't realize my chewing would be. That's my bad. Well, we are looking at an area of rotation. Oh, I'm lagging like on feed right now. We're not going to do that. We're absolutely just not going to turn on feeds because it's just not gonna end well. Yep, so that tornado warning was allowed to expire. A lot of storms up here, just gonna be quick spin, like a quick spin up tornado. That's it. We'll run it. We'll see what it. We are getting a area of concern. It's right there near Sherland, Rockton, and Beloit. Looks like I just threw a special weather statement up here for Wisconsin. Still a lot of lightning though. Getting a little tiny hook on the storm. Little teeny tiny. Hello there. Hello Nugget. How you doing? For Indiana tonight. Let's look. Let's go take a look. There's not. There's mostly. It just. Well, I can. This thing's probably gonna. It's probably for later tonight. You're probably gonna see a couple rumbles of thunder. Maybe a couple wind gusts here and there, but till late tonight. Maybe around like the morning time, like early morning. Can look tomorrow. But tomorrow there is a slight risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow. for the eastern side of Indiana. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Sorry about that. I will probably be live when I get home from work. We'll probably be around, let's say maybe 8:30. If there's any storm activity, I'll be live. Yes, there probably will be. But thank you so much, Nugget, for stopping by. Yeah, I mean, people are not going to want to stream for at this late at night. So, I'm just going to stream and see what happens. We're probably going to get some warnings here and there, and they're going to lose that opportunity. Oh yeah, by that, yeah. So I mean, if they're streaming for 10 hours, then that's a lot just to be sitting in a chair. Yeah. Have a nice night, Nugget. Yeah, man. Yeah, I really hope that is the last of the night for everyone's safety. Because getting a tornado warning at night is very, you can't go outside and try to see the storm because it's almost impossible. There's going to be rain, lightning everywhere, wind. Yeah, I mean, usually the radar sometimes is very slow. Well, usually it is, because how radar works is that there's a big scanner, and what I'm going to do, so it would actually be a lot nicer to actually slow it down. So these are all radar towers. They each scan every single radar to put a big thing together, like you would see on the Weather Channel app. But these are just, so this is a radar tower projecting these storms right here. And they usually do scans at maybe about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's how they get these displays right here. But they're too slow though, and you can miss a lot of times. So mostly all the alerts are here in Wisconsin and a little bit in Illinois. Marshall, Wisconsin, chances. Well, let me, we got, well, it looks like you are under a severe thunderstorm warning right now for about 17 minutes. They are, yep. It does have the tornado possible, but I just don't see that's going to happen. I am originally from, actually, I'm going to cut the, if I have stuff moving when I'm trying to say stuff, it doesn't really, I am from here. This is where I'm from, but I don't live here anymore. I'm out in Maine. This is where I'm originally from, though. I'm from Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Jefferson, Wisconsin. Yeah, that's where my grandpa's from. But this storm right here, it says tornado possible. Only with, when I throw out the velocity down here, it's only with, we're just in a radar hole, so we're really close to the tower. Yep, everyone has family from Wisconsin. Yeah, that's true. since we're really close to that radar tower. We're probably going to weather statement this storm. They're probably going to follow this up here, extend the weather statement over here, or they're just going to severe thunderstorm it right here. And then maybe a special weather statement towards Milwaukee and then in Franklin and South Milwaukee. All this stuff up here is done. I mean, it could be strengthening again, but you can see how strong this storm is, because when you have these cells over here, it just tells you how much dry air there is in the atmosphere. And then you got Lake Michigan, all the storms. Weird thing is, I've never had this many people, view my live stream at this single point. I've only dipped between like seven viewers. I've never had 16 at once. This is amazing. I've never had this happen before, and it's really cool though. A lot of these storms just have chances for hail and heavy rain and wind. That's it. Right now, a tornado would be on the extreme side. But I don't see that happening right now. Just the amount of dry air, moisture that's in the atmosphere to create these single cells. Like, some people might think, oh, that's the storm, but not realize you got this big monster coming. Well, it all looks like Windows is telling me that I need an update. It's just, we're not going to do that right now. It's going to crash the system, crash everything. Velocity doesn't really work well when there's this whole thing's a radar hole, because you got the radar tower right here. We're just really close to the radar tower. Say though is that we're getting a really tight area right here. This is probably just gonna be a wind event right here. So let me get my, to see how many miles away. This is probably going, yeah, 60, I would say. So let's draw this out. So if you're in any one of these towns right here, you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel wind. I mean, you probably won't feel wind. The house will feel wind. But if you want to go outside and see this storm, you're gonna see a really cool shelf cloud. But I don't recommend going outside. I would probably just stay safe in your house. For me personally, I would probably go outside. I would want to see this thing. You can tell as these cells go up. Is that? Yeah, no, it shouldn't be 100 miles an hour. That'd be extremely terrible if it was over 100 miles an hour. It's probably at most you're gonna feel there's gonna be a couple gusts of wind of 60 at most, but they usually exaggerate the miles an hour. It's probably more like 45 to 50 for a couple of gusts of wind. And you can tell that these storms that are, rising past the weather special weather statement above here are just, dying. Yeah, that's correct. Radar is only measured at a certain height. Yeah, it's like way, way higher. That's when it's measured at. I think the special weather is it uh, so right now they're gonna either update it at 11 p.m. tonight, or they're going to not update it at all. But usually there's an early morning update. There's probably going to be there's going to be an update. So if you want to look for an update, there's a guy, I'm going to give him a shout out right now. This is where I get my weather. It's called Weatherman Plus. He's a guy I follow. He does all the weather. That's where I get my weather from. Yeah, I'm going to put him in chat. I'm going to put his name in chat. Now that's where I get my weather from. It's a very nice, he really details out the weather. That's where I would go for turn on notifications, subscribe to his channel. He does my daily weather. where I actually get to go there and look at his stuff. They still have a tornado possible at this storm. I don't see where they would see that because velocity is all screwed up at this location. Yeah, I mean, for me, when I'm working, it just seems like, you know, work, there's always storms and I can't stream when I work. And I always get, screwed over. I mean, it's not a good feeling. Like today, for example, I wish that I had off from work so I could stream all day. So I would do that. Third shift? Yeah, I mean, you got to go to work pretty soon, don't you? But yeah, yeah. I had a friend who used to work third shift. It's kind of interesting because I never used to play video games with him. 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Central. Yeah. I'm going to say this. We are so close to hitting 50 subscribers on the channel here. We are at 49 right now. We're just one away. Oh, that's really cool though. Network operations and monitoring. All I do is work at the good old Walmart. I still got my work clothes on. I got home at around 8:30 Eastern time, and I said, you know what? We got to go stream weather. Ate dinner real quick. I said, yep, we're going to do some weather. We want people to be safe and be prepared. I really wish we weren't in a radar hole right now. You could actually see what. Just gonna have to go by these. We're getting a really nice hook near Milton. Could be concerning. So the whole entire thing just expired for severe thunderstorm. This is the only current. Is it? Oh, yeah, there's only one. Oh, we hit 50 subscribers. Well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really means a lot. The severe thunderstorm right here, the reason why it's here, it's mainly for that, for one of these storms has a possibility of a tornado. That's why it's here. And it's the wind. I gotta go get some refreshments. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave this running. Gotta get some water. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Looks like they decided, this is weird. I don't know why they didn't extend it like that, but they decided, I don't know. The Weather Center is weird. Looks like this storm is starting to phase, but I would still be careful up here though. The storm looks like it's starting to go back again, but it could just be phasing out. That does not look like a good spot right there. Yeah. So we do have an area that is probably going to be a quick spin up. I'm going to move my phone out of the way. So how I have this set up is that I have a monitor right there. I have a TV right here viewing my stream, and then I have my main monitor right here to read chat. I have to have my phone over there in order to see chat. See, since I have my other monitor right here viewing radar, I don't often see chat unless I look at my phone here. So we do have this area right here that we are looking at right now. It's probably going to be a quick spin up. Near Sharon and Wellsworth in Wisconsin. And we do have a debris signature right here. Storm. It's on the ground right now. It's moving. You can see it right here. And it's on the ground. It's moving. We have a tornado that is moving towards Darren and Devons Lake. So let's say if there's anyone in this area, get the shelter immediately. There's an unwarned tornado on the in Darren's is it. We're gonna do a you have your debris ball right here. And it's currently heading this way. Near Elkhorn, Spring Prairie, East Troy. If there's anyone in these areas, I would probably get the shelter immediately. Especially in Darien, I would go shelter now. There it is. There's the debris signature right there. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. You can see the signature. Rockford. Let me get out of dice mode. Not this again. This thing is so lenient. It decides to, whenever I click on anything, it pops up. Are you talking about Rockford, Wisconsin, or are you talking about... You can see how fast. I mean, this thing is probably still on the ground. We're going to see a whole bunch of debris pop up. Still an unwarned storm, though. What's going to happen is that tomorrow on the news, you're going to see tornado damage. From Wisconsin. I mean, there's going to be... Is it hail? Hail is totally different. You don't see something moving like this. When you see something moving, right now, if you guys are just now tuning in, we're looking at a unwarned tornado that's on the ground right now in Darren, Wisconsin. That little speck that's moving. This thing is now crossing the road. Looks like it is weakening, though. In the next maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes from now, we'll probably see the debris and correlation coefficient. So it's just weakened. The next couple of takes from now, we should see some debris. I believe they didn't warn it. We're going to slow this down a little bit. So you can tell that it was still on the ground right here. And, you know, it's crossing the road. And then it weakened. It went back up. So what you see right now is that you're seeing all these houses, you're seeing all this stuff. This is probably town. And as it moves, you know, it's probably going to pick up that debris. So it's still small, it's still on the ground. So it probably picked up that stuff. And then it goes to southeast Darren. Like imagine like these are all houses right here. You got this whole area, whole strip. And then it moves. These tornadoes are always unpredictable. And then it slides down and it goes back up. Looks like we do have another area of concerns right here. We're near Williams Bay. We have velocities. I just hit my leg on my desk again. These nighttime storms are just deadly. They're almost impossible. You can only see them on radar. You can't see them outside. So there's really not that much lightning, like what I can see from radar here. They're probably going to extend this warning box as another severe thunderstorm warning for these counties right here. So if you're in any one of these counties here, I would probably think about finding somewhere, planning to go somewhere safe. In the next maybe 20 minutes. This is in Wisconsin. This is southwest of Milwaukee. Or in Williams Bay, Wisconsin. Is it I can't pronounce that. Or in Wellworth, Wisconsin, like Geneva, Wisconsin. This is where this is all taking right now. Yeah, no. It's good to make sure. It's always good to ask questions too. There's a big radar hole in Watertown and Hus- you got a big radar hole right here. That's where a radar hole is something where you can't see radar. It's just a big hole, and it's not going to show up anywhere. How is? Yeah, let's go take a look. Yeah, let's go take a look in Missouri. Might lag a little bit. I mean, there are some storms. There's not that many. For tonight, I only think that there's only going to be you're just going to be hit with maybe a couple rumbles of thunder, and then a couple of bits of rain. Yeah, let's go take a look in that area, um, in central Illinois. What's really cool, you don't see that much radar. This slight risk just ruined it. Go away. All right. As I was saying, it's really this line right here. That's a shelf cloud. You really rarely ever get to see that on radar. But for the whole entire Illinois, I mean, you're going to get storms, they're going to pop up. But the up top, the up northern part of Illinois is the worry. The northern eastern areas of Illinois. Because these storms are going to keep on rising, they're going to keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on going like that. don't see that much of a radar hole for Illinois. The only one that I know is that this radar tower right here has a real bad area for velocity. It really has a bad radar hole for velocity. Just like near Aurora, there's also another radar hole there. I don't know why they do that. There's just something wrong with the on the thing. It's on the radar tower itself when it projects these particles out. Ooh. Ooh. All right. We might have another area of concern right here near Ohio, Amboy, and Sublet. I don't think I pronounced that correctly, but and Mendota. We're gonna go back up to that Wisconsin storm and seeing what changed, see if anything happened. It's mostly just gonna be a wind event up here. This is all velocity right here. This is what, I'm gonna take my pen out. This is the rain and all that stuff. This is just other air and all that stuff. So right now there's not much. I can say if you go outside and look northwest, you're gonna see a really cool shelf cloud. You're gonna see some lightning, but you're gonna see a really cool shelf cloud. It's gonna be towards the northeast. You're gonna see some lightning. You're gonna see this shelf cloud right here. As the storm gets closer, you're gonna feel a whole bunch of wind. If you stand out there and watch the storm come in. You are starting to see some hail. So these are NEXRAD radar indicated hail. So you got 1.5 inch in diameter, 1.7 inch in diameter hail. But I can say if you are seeing lightning over to the east, those are other storms. Those are little tiny little storms. The big event storm is still coming. If you get a tornado up in here in Wisconsin, it's almost going to be impossible to know that because that's how bad the radar hole is. There's another hole right here too as well. There's another concerning area of the storm. You're starting to get that little ball. It's a massive hailstorm too. I don't think this thing's going to tornado out. It's just radar. It could. It could, though. It could tornado out. But I don't think it will. That storm near Dixon is really, it's got a lot of lightning. All these storms up here are just going to be hailers. That's what they're called, hailers. That's basically it. It's got a really nice shelf cloud too, as well. What a really nice shelf cloud you got there. Oh, here's our outflow boundary. I don't know why they're not special marine warning this area for Lake Michigan. I mean, they would almost have to because of the water. You know, someone could be boating right now, which I don't know why you would be boating right now. Oh, my phone's going to die. Plug it in. This is going to turn up to a hail event for Springfield and Lyons and Burlington, Spring Prairie. Actually, Spring Prairie is probably going to stay out of it, but Burlington and Bonners Lake. This is just going to turn into a big hail event right here. If you removed all the towns, the roads, and the map, you could probably say this is a pretty cool piece of artwork. We're probably going to severe thunderstorm warn this storm pretty soon, or a special weather statement this storm. It's producing a lot of hail right now. Yeah. It's still special weather statement. The storm is producing a lot of hail. Hey, how you doing? That's awesome, man. I think I'm gonna do is just keep on watching the Illinois storms. Those look like the most dangerous storms right now. So you have this thing right here. You got this thing behind it, and you have all this stuff up here. And then you got the inflow line right here. A lot of these storms are going to weaken though as you go into the nighttime hours. As you can see over here, as the storms get to Lake Michigan, they just, you know, they weaken, they fizzle out. There's really not that much going on for. We could take a look. You are seeing some storms over here in Michigan. Going to be a couple rumbles of thunder at most, heavy rain. Where are these things at? Let's go take a look at Kansas. See what these storms are at. Not much for the velocity though. Another cell behind it. It's probably going to weaken. Still pretty good hail core. I still believe they should have a special weather statement in this storm. It's their decision if they want to do that. The special weather center should really. Let's see how much the hydrometer classification. Yeah, you are starting to get some large hail. This is just heavy rain. This is what this red here is, but when you get the heavy red, see, you are starting to get some hail in this storm right here. That's what those little circles are. They're just next radar history for hail. So we only have one alert left. That's probably for those storms in Kansas. All you have here is a wind event. There's going to be some strong winds, some not. Because you got a really tight area right here. That's all wind. What's really cool for this radar hole here, you can tell when a storm crosses it. I mean, it's really, really cool. This is probably just going to be a normal storm up here. I do got to watch the other storms down here, though. This is a whole different story. A lot of lightning, though, with this storm. I want some more lightning. Still got a lot. Got a lot of lightning with these storms tonight. I think it's going to be the first stream that I've actually caught a unwarned tornado on this stream. Sorry about that. Getting tired. I gotta wash my glasses. They're dirty. You know, we're starting to see an turning area. This could be an area of rotation or it could be hail. I'm guessing it's hail. I'm assuming it's hail. Still got a strong inflow boundary right here for the shelf cloud. Not as strong as it used to be. It's just mostly going to be rain. This is going to be rain, small hail. Small hail at most, and wind. Well, the plan is for tomorrow, we will probably go live around the same time as we did today, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock for the storms tomorrow. So if you do subscribe to the channel, what's really nice is that you can turn on notifications, so you'll get notified whenever I become live. That's the real nice thing about subscribing to, anyone's channel, is that you can turn on notifications. You'll get a notifications when that person is live or posted a new video. Wow, we really smashed that goal tonight. We're at 60 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Go check on the storms in Wisconsin. Those storms are just about to be wrapping up. You're just going to have a rainstorm and right behind it. Now, across this line, there is a chance for a spin-up tornado, but that's really not the case at this moment. They're done. It's going to be over in a little while. Like the storm is weakening a little bit. Yeah, so after the daytime heating of the day, all these storms get all wild. And that's why there was stuff going on in Iowa. But when you get to the nighttime, when it just cools down, you're not going to get that much stuff. Now, you might, since it's really warm. You'd probably look at our temperatures. Now, that is probably why these storms are so active right now. Is that when you have 60 degrees over here and 70 over here, there are consequences in that. Like the inflow boundary is weakening. Kansas, really? There's still a storm down there? I have no idea what that is. But this thing is still doing hail. Looks like the outflow boundary is heading really close now to Round Beach, and then is it Palatine, Highland Park, and Lake Forest. But these storms are gonna. It looks like they just. Some of these storms just gain strength. Since it's so warm still over here, you're going to have some storms that are just going to strengthen a little bit. I mean, you're just going to have some more little heavy rain and all that stuff. That's the main issue right now. I gotta sit back. Oh, it's so nice to do this. Back, relax. Still a lot of lightning with these storms, though. It's a cool thing to remember. The warmer it is outside, the louder the thunder is going to be. Now, when it's cold outside, it's really not going to be that loud. Or you're going to hear a lot of big booms tonight. Thunder. Up near Appleton. Yeah, I mean, all you're going to get is some heavy rain. That's basically it. You're going to see a couple rumbles of thunder. But that's basically it. It's going to be rain, maybe a little bit of hail. But it's going to be all this stuff is. Yeah, let's go take a look in Indiana. Oh, there's going to be some thunder. It's going to be a lot of lightning, though. Let me get that radar tower up. For now on, I think there's going to be some rain. Everything's fine right now. You're just going to have a couple, it's just going to be a little, it's just going to rain. Near Sullivan. It's just going to, I think it's just going to rain. You might hear, there might be a couple rumbles of, there won't be that bad for. It's going to storm a lot in Indianapolis, but it's still almost like 80 degrees. See, it's going to storm a little. Well, they just, special weather statement, that storm. We're going to take a look at that. Yeah. I mean, it should be heavy raining there. I mean, it really should be. There's going to be thunder. There might be a little break in the action, but there's going to be a second one behind it. After this thing passes, you got this thing. They're both. But for you and Appleton, it's going to be like that all night. Because all these storms are just moving up. So there's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of thunder. But rain for the most of the night. So there's going to be thunder and lightning right now. But then it's going to be done. Wind as well. Looked like something there for a minute, but yep. That's always true too. The storm is starting to form a hook. A little tiny hook. Oh, by the way, all this blue stuff right here is nothing. It's just how it's labeled out. So all this blue stuff right here, it's just how it's labeled out. All that stuff's just going to be normal storms for tonight. But down here is just really where it could spark up at any moment. We could see an area of interest right here. Yeah, West Indiana. Yeah, West Indiana. We're in Stylesville right now, looking at Plainfield. You can really see that hook right there. Totally something different, but you can really. Time is it? This is old. This is old data right here. Waiting for their next scan. Come on. Come on, Weather Center. Give us the next scan. This is all 1147 right here. Anything with that other storm over here? Still a lot of lightning though. Let's go see if they updated that feed, their feed for the storm right here. See if they updated the data yet for velocity. They have updated it. Looks like that area is done, but I would still keep a watch on it. if this thing keeps on intensifying, then I probably would see a severe thunderstorm warning off this one, but they're probably just going to special weather statement the storm again. Because when you have it like 76 and, 74, 72, you still got a lot of moisture in the air. Storm is still doing hail damage, though. I can say that. West Indiana. Yeah, we can go there. We can go check that out. Let's get out of velocity. So in West Indiana, it just rained. It feels warm right now. I mean, you are going to get a couple rumbles of thunder for tonight. Maybe heavy rain at most. Nothing severe. Nothing severe for tonight. Yeah, no worries. Let's look at. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's go look in Evansville. All right. There we go. I mean, you're going to hear a lot of loud. Ooh, well, my thing closed out. Me. My chat has, I think, closed out on my other monitor, so I couldn't read chat. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be storming for a little while. It says it's still 76 degrees, so it's going to be booming. Because whenever it's warm and hot outside, it's going to be thundering loudly. But there should not be anything too severe. Because you had all this rain over here to just cool it down a little bit, stop it from being. It does. That's how it usually is for thunder. The louder it is outside, the louder the thunder is going to be. There are some interesting facts about weather. Check over that storm over there. It's really starting to. Hold up. I'm going to give her a take. At around 12:30, I am going to have to call this quits. I can't stream all night. I think at around 12:30 would be a good stopping point. So that's half an hour. It's still a long time for these storms to develop. Yep, they just special weather storm again. It's like this storm, though, it's just going to... But we are in a radar hole, too, as well. So maybe the next 5-10 minutes, we'll know what the storm's going to do. That storm, though, is still holding up. That one is stronger up. This one is stronger, and it doesn't have a special weather statement on there. It's like the storm is starting to, build up a really cool hail core. So the hydrometer classification. Right now, it actually just looks like it's heavy rain. But this is old data. Along with this is old data. I do want to go see what those other... Come on. You can load. Yeah, we'll know in the next couple of scans where the storm is going. It's probably still going to go where the weather center is putting it for. Lots of lightning and thunder. Yeah, I mean, it has gone down. Temperature has gone down a little bit. But yeah, there's still a lot of lightning though. These storms, you got Lewisport and Tell City still at 77. And you got Evansville at 70. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help. That's why I'm live. A lot of this stuff is just gonna be heavy rain. That's it. All right. Yeah, I mean, as it's hot outside, it's gonna thunder real loud. Within the next half an hour or so for Evansville, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a lot of heavy rain, a couple rumbles of thunder here and there. I was gonna say the storm in Evansville right now. This right here would be a lot scarier than the storm in Evansville right now. So, because there's a lot of wind with this one right here. Well, looks like we made it to 3 hours. That's pretty good. The stuff for Evansville should be clearing out shortly. Looks like the special weather statement has expired or up here near Indianapolis, but the current one for Indianapolis is still gone. It's just this is a definition of a radar hole. Can't see where the radar is going or what it looks like. I gotta update the stream title. I think that's pretty much it. There's not much left. Well, what I mean by that is well, for Evansville, there's not going to be that much left for the storm. You're going to have a couple of cells here and there. Just going to rain. Probably going to storm a little bit. That's it. I got to edit the stream title because since I'm in Eastern time right now, I gotta put the date. I date all my titles, so if people look them up, they know what date it is instead of having the months on YouTube. So I just date all of them. Still got that storm up there. I'm surprised they have not warned yet. It's a pretty impressive storm. Oh, well, I see. Where are you talking? Yeah, in Evansville, Indiana. That was a long response time. My bad. Still pretty impressive storm in Illinois. About 6 minutes or so, we are going to be wrapping it up for the night. The plan is to go live for tomorrow. Tomorrow around 9 o'clock Eastern Time, p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're in Central Time, that means 8 o'clock. Or if you do subscribe to this channel and you turn on notifications, you'll be notified when I go live. That's a nice thing about whenever you subscribe to anyone's channel, you can turn on notifications. You'll get notified whenever they go live or whenever they do videos. Those are some of the benefits. Go see what that other storm updated yet. Maybe it moved past the radar hole. Yeah, it dissipated. The whole thing just kind of lifted up. That, what's that called? Special weather statement should be allowed to expire pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, you're all good. You're all set. You're all set right now. Most of the storms have moved away. Most of it, you might hear a couple rumbles of thunder for most of tonight, but that's basically it. There shouldn't be anything else severe. So it does look to be that time of 12:30. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support today. We really hit a major milestone on subscribers. The goal was 50, we hit 62. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. And again, I should be live tomorrow at around 9 o'clock Eastern time, PM. So I just want to say thanks again. See you guys next one.